Hello everyone and welcome back to Blaze Tech, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what is in my good old Nike Tech bag. Now, to be honest, I don't actually go and travel that much, only here and there, but when I do travel, these are the things I essentially take on with me pretty much wherever I go, and now let's get into it. So this Nike bag, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can buy this anymore. I've actually picked it up at, I believe, Rebel Sports about maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and pretty much it's got a front zip, a zip for everything else, a little zip for like knickknacks like chargers or anything like that, a few pencil holders, and that's pretty much it besides a deep space right there. And finally at the back is a little area where you can slip your either laptop or iPad or whatever you choose to bring with you, as long as it eventually fits in the bag, obviously. But good thing is for me is I do carry my laptop around with me, and I'll show you which laptop I take because I have currently got 2 laptops. So as you might or might not know, I've got the Asus Zephyrus G15 gaming laptop. Now, primarily right now, I use this for my pretty much gaming and all that stuff, and desktop current work. So things like editing, gaming, watching movies, writing up documents on Notion, and that's pretty much what I use this for. So I don't generally take this with me unless I'm moving somewhere or I know I've got a lot of heavy duty work to do, such as editing or anything along those lines. But generally when I'm going out, I don't play games, and I don't really play games right now as I'm, well, pretty much just too busy. But what I do take with me is some headphones, which are the Sony WH, I believe 1000X, and if we open it up, as you can see, these are the Sony WH-1000s. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the model number, but no, they're pretty good, and they're just syringe ears if you don't want to use them, and they are adjustable, so I can't adjust them. And as you can see, adjustable. So if you have a big head, not really a problem. And I've just got my USB-C charging cable and my 3.5mm audio jack just pretty much always sitting in the case. So if I need it, I just take it out, plug it into my computer, or if I need a charger, then I just connect it to my power block, or I connect it to my laptop, depending on what I feel like doing. As for other audio devices besides the Sony WH-1000s, I take my AirPod Gen 2s, which have a wireless version, and I don't really charge it wirelessly, to be honest. I just connect it to the cable as I find it so much faster. And I also take along with me the AirPod Pros. These are not the new ones. These are the, I believe, ones that came out first. I believe it might be 2019 or 2018, but pretty much I take both of these with me because sometimes I like the noise cancelling of these and the bass in these over these, but sometimes I like these more personally because I just like sitting them in my ear instead of squeezing it in. So I use both pretty regularly, as well as if I'm going in the zone, I guess you can say, I use either my Sony headphones that can be for gaming, watching movies, or I just really don't want to be distracted by anyone, so I just plop them on, or it's a very noisy environment, because the sound cancelling on these is pretty good. So other than the audio devices, I also take my Apple Watch pretty much wherever I go, because it's cool, it's handy, and there's pretty much no more needed to be said about that because it's pretty good. Now moving on is I also take my iPhone 12 Pro, not the Pro Max, just the standard Pro because I have small hands, and I pretty much just take it wherever I go. Sometimes I take my original iPhone 11, which is this one here, but honestly right now this one is just collecting dust as I don't use it, and I just wiped down my pants and that looks pretty good. But primarily I just take around my iPhone 12 as I just want one phone, because 2 phones get pretty heavy, to be honest. Now I don't actually own a wallet, or I used to own a wallet when it got torn up, and I've pretty much not owned a wallet for maybe like 4 months. Primarily because I just use Apple Pay for everything, as you can see right here, and I use Apple Pay for everything, just buying stuff, credit cards, debit cards, anything like that, plane tickets, everything like that. I just have it all on my Apple Pay. It's a lot easier than taking a wallet around, because eventually, for me, it might just be me, but a wallet and a phone, it gets heavy. So I may as well just put it all in one thing, just put it on a phone. And I've got my calendar and everything like that I pretty much need all the daily use stuff, I just use my phone. So some other things I actually end up taking with me are also my 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is the, I believe, 2019 or 2018 version. I got this at JB Hi-Fi when it first came out, and I know it's not an M1 series because I can't afford an M1 series. It's pretty good. I like it. It gets the job done, and primarily I will use this for light editing as well as documentation work on either Notion, Google Notes, or OneNote and Evernote. Those are pretty much all the note-taking platforms I use. I primarily though stick with Notion, Google Docs, or Google Sheets, and OneNote for when I'm studying stuff online, such as online courses. So you get the job done, and the charge time, I think it's pretty good. I think it's honestly better than the Asus Zephyr G15, but I might be wrong. I need to actually go and test it out. And besides my laptop, I do take my iPad as I enjoy actually using GoodNotes primarily, and I just use pen and just I pretty much write about whatever comes to mind. And I also got this habit now of writing down daily tasks on GoodNotes and just checking them off as I go, and that's pretty cool. It might just be a me thing, but I like using GoodNotes, writing my stuff down, and being done, I just go into the selection, select green, and be like, done. And I don't know why, but it gives me a dopamine, so it makes me feel good. So this one is the iPad, I believe, 2019 version. I eventually want to upgrade to the M1 series, but that's a bit expensive for me, as is the MacBook Pro M1 series, or even the MacBook Air M1 series. It's a bit expensive, but one day I might get it, who really knows. And this cover, I believe I got it from a company called Synec or Synjack. I got it at JB Hi-Fi for about $40, and pretty much I take this and my MacBook Pro and my iPhone with me and my Apple Watch. It's pretty much primarily all Apple, besides my Asus Zephyr, which is this one here, as well as my audio devices such as the AirPods Pros, AirPods, and my Sony headphones right here. And I always take around my Samsung 1TB portable SSD hard drive. I pretty much just use this for storage, as I can either connect it to my Zephyr or I can connect it to my MacBook Pro, and this is super good. I love this because it's a little bit expensive, to be honest, but it gets the job done. I got 1TB and I'm pretty happy with it. I've been using it for about a year now, or a year and a half, and I can do anything on it. Edit videos, do anything. I can export and import files, just speeds are good, right? That's all you need to know. And other than that, besides those things, I also do intend to actually take one of my books. So currently I have about 8 or 9 different books I need to finish reading. This one I'm about halfway done with. It's called Think Again. It's by Adam Grant, and it's pretty much about the power of rethinking your situation and the power of rethinking, whether it comes to business, debates, or anything like that. Rethinking, it's a good book. It's definitely a book you have to think about, but I enjoy this book. I do eventually want to move to Kindles, but right now I'm really on the fence about it, as I'm a really big physical book avid lover. I'm pretty much biased towards it. And do you like physical books or Kindle books? Comment below, I'd like to know. And what type of books do you like? I like business books, psychological books, self-development books, and things along those lines. But if you want to pick up Think Again or any other materials such as my audio devices or Apple computers or anything like that, then they'll be all linked down below. And other than that, I also bring the pretty much necessity things to charge stuff. Also, I bring my chargers such as my Apple charger, my laptop charger. I normally use this power brick. I believe it's the maybe 45 or 85 watt version, and I just bring the cables for my MacBook Pro, my Apple iPad, and my iPhone. I just connect it all to this because everything charges nice and well on this, so it saves me taking around this one and my other block. But unfortunately, with the Apple charger, you need to actually connect it to a wall outlet and a USB outlet. So that's why I take this one and this one with me pretty much wherever I go. And pretty much last but not least, I take my Ray-Ban glasses as I can't see, and I take my Kino body glasses because blue light sucks and this pretty much prevents blue light. These are good, and these are good because I can't see far, but that's not really important, and it fits all in my bag super nicely. So I'm going to pretty much go through quickly how I would put everything in my bag. So it's going to be about a minute, so keep on watching. And don't forget deodorant. Smell good everywhere you go. So that's pretty much how I got it. Everything in my bag. And my watch. And my phone. But I'm back. I'll see you guys next time. This is Blaze Tech. Bye.